Stephen, congratulations. The first time in a season Rangers have gone unbeaten against Celtic in 21 years. You must be delighted with that scoreline today.
Yeah, very happy. I stood here this time last week and felt really flat, and we were on the back of a performance that really stung. Today we've completely flipped the mood and we've put in a performance that thoroughly deserved the win. We've scored 4 fantastic goals, some really impressive assists as well. And the game plan worked to a T today. I thought we were a real threat throughout.
I was going to ask you about that because you said pre-match you'd gone bold up front. You brought in Kemar Roofe. What was the thinking behind that game plan?
Well, look, I watch a lot of Celtic and they're a good team, but with all due respect, they've got weaknesses, especially in that back line. So I wanted to put 2 men right up against them centre-halves and cause them problems all night. And I wanted Ryan Kent to continue to do what he does to Scott Brown, which is to be a right menace. And the 3 of them were superb tonight, and they're the reason why we've won, and we've won comfortably. And the rest of the boys, again, were all in behind that. We had a few moments and a few issues over the 90 minutes, but you're always going to get that when you pick a bold attacking team like that. But credit to the lads, they were superb today.
Stephen, you have to go back to 1904, 18 wins at home. It's a remarkable statistic. You must be delighted with that. Extremely happy. In year 1 and year 2, when you're trying to build a team, our consistency was questioned at times, and rightly so, because we all realise who we're representing. And at Rangers, drawing and losing games and having bumps in the road, it's not acceptable. So we've been striving to become more consistent, especially at our home. We want to make it a fortress. We want to make it a difficult place to come. And credit to the boys on that front. They've carried it out extremely well. And there's 2 more challenges left to go. And I want another 6 points. I want to keep them hungry. I want to keep them on the toes. Although what I will say is 96 points is a special number for me.
Stevie, Alec McLeish here. The more games you win, obviously, the more the players get empowered. But I was talking to the guys here, and we were speaking about what was the difference between this season, maybe the last couple of seasons. And I feel that Kemar Roofe has been a tremendous acquisition for you, and he's taken a lot of pressure away from, maybe Morelos and Defoe at times. But the goals he's pitched up with this season, some world-class things in Europe, and also today's 2 goals were fantastic as well.
Yeah, I certainly agree in terms of the compliments towards Kemar. It was the reason why we were so keen to get him in here. We'd obviously seen what he'd done at Oxford, at Leeds and over at Anderlecht. He got a few injuries over in Belgium. But I was so keen to add to the firepower. I think over the course of a season, and you're looking towards 55, 60 games, with injuries and suspensions that we'd suffered in previous years and being heavily reliant on Jermaine and Alfredo, they needed help and support. The club needed to invest in recruiting more firepower, because we believed that was a key area for us to flip from a team that was showing signs of progress, but to a team that's capable of winning over the course of a season. So credit to all the boys. Cedric's played his part in that as well. Ryan Kent's gone to the next level in terms of numbers. We've got 2 of the best assist kings putting deliveries in from the side. So listen, in terms of what we can create and score, the lads have contributed across the board, but for sure Kemar's made a big difference.
Stephen, you mentioned the 96 points, you're 4 short of that the magic 100. It'd be an absolutely remarkable achievement to actually do that, because it's very infrequent that happens.
Yeah, it is. And as I say, after going out last week, which was really disappointed, we tried to pick the boys up this week, and we need to give them little small targets within that. They're not the priority, or they're not the priority at the beginning of the season and as it goes on, but when you've got just that to play for in terms of breaking 100 points, the clean sheet record, can we get that? Individually, can people keep striving to get more assists and more goals? This is what we're playing on now for the final 2 games. And obviously, the trophy comes on the last game of the season, and we want to put in a real strong performance against Aberdeen for sure.